Geralt, I'm glad you're here.
I'm not in the mood for music, Dandelion. We'll talk later.
Geralt, I promised to perform for all these people and I don't have my lute.
Then you have a problem.
Geralt.
What happened to your lute?
Long story. Tell you over a drink?
Right. Let's have a drink with Dandelion. The three best things to do. You want some more? Okay. We're going to have such a hard time seeing or doing anything after this again.
What nonsense.
Yeah, this series is actually completely canonical to the books. This is what Geralt and Dandelion did all the time. More or less.
Ugh, forgot how tough you were.
Got up the courage to tell me about the lute?
I guess. My lute's at the home of a rich merchant. The house is on the west side of Salt Square. And I can't possibly leave. The crowd awaits.
Why wouldn't you tell me earlier?
Well, the merchant caught me giving his daughter lessons.
In what?
Relax, Geralt. Music.
And the funny thing is, and the games don't really get this point across, but Dandelion is set at least 30-40 or so. So, yeah. But he does, you know, most men enjoy younger women as well. Not too young though, Sapkowski never specifies that. The Middle Ages.
Alright. I'll fetch your lute.
Wonderful.
Let's just ask about everything.
What's so special about this lute?
It's the one I got from Teruviel in the Valley of Flowers. Remember?
I don't... For the sake of you, dear viewer, let's go through it and to jog my own memory. Because I have vague recollections of this, but...
Who's Teruviel?
The she-elf from the Blue Mountains. You did quite a number on her nose when you two first met.
Where is she now?
I heard she joined the Scoia'tael. I wonder if she's still alive.
In the Valley of Flowers?
I even wrote a ballad about that, where the devil says goodnight. I'll be singing it today.
I remember that.
Great, so you know why I want that lute back.
If I recall correctly, his previous lute broke, and then something happened and he got the lute. It's been way too long since I've read the books.
Tell me about this merchant.
Alright. Truth is, he's got reasons to dislike me.
What did you do this time?
Let's say his daughter and I got to know each other without permission.
Typical.
Luckily, last time I visited, I made her pretty happy, so she hid the lute for me in a trunk on the upper floor.
Alright, I'll do my best to find it.
Now, I'm noticing something. This here is just me being... okay, no issues. We could ask him about some more. I actually think we should do that.
Ugh, forgot how tough you were.
Got up the courage to tell...
I guess.
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Well, relax.
I don't have...
Okay, we can't ask him about anything else. So let's leave the Nunera chord. Have a sip of the drink. See, the game was only partially loaded. I get a little manual automatic save in. So, Dandelion Lute. Blue-eyed girl who is bitten by a vampire. Dandelion Lute. So it's not an active quest, probably because it's just going on with the Velerad contract. We should find Velerad. see. It's a let's note it down. Okay.
Why her? Noble sir.
Are you propositioning me?
No, sir. I await a proposition from you.
Let's see. No.
Be back with something nice soon.
We probably won't. Just to see if she could tell us anything about the eagle. Now let's just put that there. And move sideways. The true witch way of moving.
Shot with your sword?
Yeah,
We're in for a deluge.
wouldn't surprise me. We actually had some very harsh rain here where I live in the real world the past 2 days. Really annoying when you go outside and do stuff in life. For some reason, Velerad's not here. We'll probably find him at some weird place and time. Nobleman? Oh, huntsman.
Ruffians attacked me last night. They mentioned some lizard trying to scare me.
Salamander. Let's see. Something in green. See if the royal huntsman has anything to tell us.
I don't even feel like complaining about the weather.
Greetings, Witcher.
The outskirts cramping you?
I was ordered back to Vizima. King Foltest is returning soon. In the meantime, I reward those who tend to public nuisances.
Public nuisances?
Rewards for monsters. Got anything?
Let's just ask him.
What pays well?
A huge wolf has appeared in the swamp, and the locals claim wyverns steal their children.
Wyverns don't hunt humans without provocation.
Locals, nothing but trouble. They probably tried to drive the wyverns off.
Tell me more.
Ask.
Okay, so there's a big bad wolf in the swamp. This means the swamp is still open to us, most likely.
Where did you learn about monsters?
A family heirloom. A book wherein all beasts are described and shown. Know what it says there?
What?
Each monster embodies a human iniquity. Devourers, gluttony, vampires, drunkenness.
What's a giant centipede embody? Farewell.
So yeah, again, a case of the folklore and ordinary folk information about monsters and so on not being all that accurate. Posh reception, all the things, man. Identity stuff. The source. Source child from the hospital. Yeah, it's just the hospital. First, Dandelion's Lute. I'll just leg back on that. Am I blind? Yes, I am. So we can go the way around, or we can just go in through the tower. Let's go in through the tower, just in case Velerad is there. Because I am not imagining things when I'm saying that the game told us that we'd find him in here. I can't remember if this trunk had anything good in it, so let's check. No. Nothing worthwhile. But this game is very fond of its drinking minigame mechanic. And I will say it is a novel idea. It makes sense, kinda, to have it. It's also, you know, it's not an exciting mechanic at all, but it's decently interesting. And we didn't really keep going with it, like a bunch of other stuff, such as insignia rings and so on that would let you do stuff. Okay, there's the prostitute. if we had an expensive ring or whatever, we could show that to her most likely, and she'd go, "Oh, fancy that," and then we'd get some sexual interaction. Right, we're on an important mission from Dandelion to get his loot back to the store. Might be.
I think I left the laundry out.
In case we don't know how to do this at all, we'll just save the game. See what happens. Merchant's house. Yay.
Leave my daughter in peace.
I want nothing from your daughter.
I don't believe you. Get out of my house, you blooming drifter!
Listen, good man.
Out, or I'll kick you out!
I'd prefer a peaceful resolution.
Shove off.
I've heard enough insults.
I'll take you with one hand, bastard! Take that!
Oh no. So fist fighting. Did we unlock full moves? I can't remember if we did. I think we did. But I don't. Let's just check that actually. Oh, we can't check that in combat, okay. Yeah, we did get the moves. So what am I doing now? Work out anyway. Even if we did have to beat up this merchant. In self-defense.
Damn you! Pass then. Just don't beat me anymore.
Great. And was in a trunk and be upstairs. Rosalind and Bankiera.
Who are you?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. I apologize for the intrusion.
That's alright, I'm terribly bored since Papa caught the troubadour Dandelion here. No one sees me.
That's why I'm here. Jesus Christ. Caught Dandelion. Doing what?
He caught Dandelion? Doing what?
He was to teach me music. One day, Papa returned from the trading post earlier than usual. We were rehearsing the cantata, A Bird's Tears. Papa walked in at the climax.
Is that an obscene song?
No, it's beautiful. Very poetic. Papa couldn't understand why the rehearsal was in the nude. He was furious. He pulled an old crossbow from behind the wardrobe. Luckily, his vision isn't what it used to be.
I'll just ask out the gossip in case something
Heard any interesting gossip?
Nothing. Papa doesn't let me out of the house.
Take care.
Right. Oh, and we can move, but we still have the blur going on. Fantastic. Persian base, so I'm going to snatch that. Should we snatch the fish too? Why not? No, we don't need some fish. Nothing else interesting. It's still kind of blurry, I think. A torch. That's free money. Now, I can't remember what gave us our provision back again last time it happened. Was it resting or was it some other stuff? No. Was it because we triggered a more cutscene, like cutscene? I think that was actually the deal. So, let us see if Dandelion won't give us some stuff. Oh, now we have this weird pan over there and didn't really solve our booze problem. Whatever.
Geralt.
Here's your loot.
Great. I owe you one. I need to prepare.
When's your performance?
After 8 at night. Come if you want.
If I can.
and 8 in the evening should go here. So he left to rent a handshake device he weighs. I can't tell if the blur is still here or not. Oh, I just thought the game crashed there for a second. That would have been unpleasant. But actually, we have a bunch of save files now, so let's clean that mess up. Good do. Hey, we can see clearly again. Nice. Well, some other people would say, nice. But enough with the memes. Let's see if we can't find Velerad somewhere. Gotta figure out where he is. Oh, he's there. And there. Characters. Dandelion got into trouble and we had to help him out. Everything we've heard about him has proven to be true. He is a great guy though. Velerad is not on our list yet. All because we haven't met him. Might require us to have, well, require us going to the good old posh reception first, sort of to trigger him. Into the tower. Let's say, yeah, gotta go to Kolkstein. We should also go and grab Alden, or Eldin. Alden, that's not how you pronounce Eldin. Alden. I don't know. But when in doubt, just repeat stuff you've already said in a different accent. That usually works out for you. Oh.
Why were you in that witch's house?
If not for Triss, I'd be dead most likely.
I'll show you my other, less tender side if you're lying.
Ah. What brings you here?
That witch is trying to steal one of my patients, Alvin. What does that hag know about raising children? Everyone knows she can't have her own. I don't want her handling that child with her dirty paws. Devil only knows what she wants with him. Explain to her that Alvin's staying with me.
It'd be much simpler if you two would just agree.
Simple or not, you know her better. Please bring Alvin to me. Okay, give me a kiss.
What the fuck? Johnny wants me to take the child and watch him bring him to her. Okay. Didn't we have like the Shani's party quest somewhere? I haven't heard of it. Yeah, that's the. I mean, I don't know. This is where some of the forced romance in this game is suddenly popping out. Let's just chat with Shani for fun.
Fetch the child. I'll see you at the house.
Okay. And in the books, she never interacts with Triss Marigold. Or these characters she's a stand-in for in some regards in this game as well. Well, that's the interesting thing. Shani just mentioned that she can't have kids of her own. Because that's a character thingamajig, plot point development thing. That kind of stuff, you know? For Yennefer Vengerberg, the actual love interest of sorry, at least also too great. The actual love interest of Geralt. One of the short stories she's helped. Yeah, that's the short story with Siegfried's father, the one with the dragon hunt, why Yennefer is wanting to do it, or take part in it, because part of the dragon can be used to make some kind of fertility potion or something like that, and she would really like to be able to bear children, because magic uses in the Witcher world are sterilized to prevent them from spreading magic to other people, because magic is sort of genetic. And we're grabbing all of the delicious booze and potion bases. Oh! where is Kalkstein? He's not here. He's probably in the swamp then. See what the swamps are. Even if Geralt would never opt for using teleportation as the first option. And there we indeed have him. And a trunk. Does the trunk have goodies for us? It has some booze and some blueberries. And some money. We'll just take the money. Great. Candy? No. Tamarind rye? Yes. And we'll use that to brew some white gull.
Greetings, Witcher.
What are you doing in this tower?
Finally! I've waited so long!
Kalkstein.
The greatest discovery of my life! Know that you fully earned your reward.
1,000 orens. Pretty good. Getting all of his stuff back then, I suppose. Didn't give us anything we had to drop on the ground.
Yes?
How goes your research?
I've a new theory. A milestone in alchemy. Everything is composed of particles so small they can't be seen. They're constantly moving and acting upon each other. I have yet to confirm it, but I'm working on it.
Maybe you can tell me about this later.
Yes?
Funny. Let's sit down and have a nap. With have a nap, I mean brew some white gull. Yeah, one of the big plot whatevers. How many white gulls with herbophobes wanting to use white gull for the white gull? That doesn't make any sense. White gull is a high quality Persian base. Blue, blue and green. Let's see. Blue, blue. Which of these is the most numerous? Celandine, the green. And that creates a white gull in its own little stack. So I'm thinking we're using this to brew a good old blizzard potion. I'm just using that stack there instead of that one first. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Blizzard. Stack these two together. Poison resist? No. Degrees? Nah. Cat? Sure. Swallow. We could make a swallow. Thunderbolt increases damage inflicted on opponents, but makes dodging and parrying impossible. So we have the Blizzard for improved defense. And for our offense we have some oils anyway, so I don't think we need that much more. We got 2 Necrophage oil and 2 Hangman's Venom. I don't think we need more for that. Can we get the hero going? No. But yeah, we do have a full array of moves during fist fighting. Soon leveling up, anyway. So let us see. In the journal again. Narrow chord. Let's go there in the evening. Staying clear of politics. This one will probably pop up at some other point. Run away from home to protect the family. Maybe she ran off to the brothel? I don't know, let's check that out at some point. Arc Spore. 3 flasks of Arc Spore juice. Cockatrice feathers. Got the Fleder, and Ghoul, Gravia, and the Kikimorts in the city. Wyvern. 3 portions of wyvern meat. Do we have the wyvern thingamajig? I think we do. So what I think would be the best thing to do in this case would be just meditate this 1 hour. And then we rush out and we try killing some wyverns. Just to get the contract off our list. And there's also the big bad wolf out here in the swamp too. The game is saving itself. That is good. I enjoy that. Oh, there's also Kikimors out here as well. Never know. Reason not to shove them up there. Of course, this might be mightily inefficient. We can do it. More claw. That was what the Kikimor thing wanted, right? 10 claws of Kikimors for Velerad. And correctly, it is up in the north around here that we found all the wyverns before. But Swiga. Let's just ignore it. Save the game. Delete previous saves. Except for the one used in the beginning of this recording session, in case something goes wrong. We have to go with this little bridge. That's a big kicking one. No, Geralt. Right. I'm not a fan of our missing health. Hold the phone. Salamanders out here, some remains, and someone with a name. I think that is worthy of eating a fish for. Whipping out a sword and then going in and checking it out.
This is
Right, it's lead to us. Okay, they are more powerful than I initially thought. Yeah, the masked warrior seems to be some kind of high-level salamander. Okay, so what have we learned? Oh, not to attack men. We don't know the strength of love. Oh, he'll... No, don't finish him off. Just run. Run, Geralt. That's the Bob. Eat a fish. Om nom nom.
You shall in Salamandra.
Let's just got one of them. If that guy doesn't just get us. And we're dying from the bleeding. Good thing we recently saved. Just imagine if we hadn't. So let's go for the Kikimors and not for the Salamandra. People. Really save us. So a few seconds. Oh, that looks so silly. Oh. There we go. And no damage. I'm gonna keep him a work at this side of the show. Right, play them. fact, some are going to go as far as to say that I'm loving it. Considering that's marketing slogan as well, and I don't get any advertising and advertisement money from those people. I probably shouldn't say the slogan. Who knows if they'll just randomly blacklist me. That's a big kiki more. Can do this on it. Not for any effect. Considering the size. That's the way to go. Delicious. One over there. That was some large sound, holy Christ. Okay, so that did not go all that well. And in my foolishness, I decided not to save. So let's try again, shall we? Oh, what? No! Go away. Actually, go away. So, with that said, let's try again, shall we?